sharpen up your game. It's a great way to figure out buttons you might need to be pushing or buttons you shouldn't be pushing, or just some tips in general. It's a pretty good idea.
I know I made some major mistakes last night. I had baby mosquitoes all over me and my computer last night.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I know. And quite bothersome.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But anyway, I just thought I would throw that out there. Check it out. I know it helps me fine-tune my performance. Haven't had any mosquitoes around, but my wife bought a whole box of peaches, and a couple of them went bad in the box, and then we had fruit flies, and we still have fruit flies.
They're annoying.
Amia, are you there?
Ugh, I know, aren't they?
I hate fruit
I've
flies.
been killing them though. I make these traps. You take a little mason jar and you put some apple cider vinegar and some Dawn dish liquid soap, mix it in together.
Oh
Leave
yeah,
it in there?
that works great.
Good.
Yeah, it does. They're like, it's irresistible. And the Dawn dish liquid soap breaks the water tension, so they hit it and they're just dead.
Have you seen Peter Rabbit?
No.
Oh, that was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Yeah.
There's a deer there. Every time a car pulls up, he freezes in place and goes, headlights.
It's so funny.
It is so
If you haven't
good.
seen it, that is a really good movie.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen it on there. I binge watched the new season of BoJack Horseman.
I was wondering about that
my
one.
daughter was jumping for joy that there's new stuff.
I love BoJack Horseman. The season's a little dark, but it's still really good.
Hey, Mommy. Are you there?
Uh-huh.
Hey.
How are you, Pucky?
I'm doing swell.
Hey,
Do
Pucky.
you want to come tonight?
Yeah, I
are you
think we
getting
got
my whispers
room.
by chance?
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring him in. We've got room. We've still got. What do we got? 5 more slots?
7.
Or 7, yeah.
No, I can't count either. It's more than that.
No, 7.
Oh, there's a couple people who aren't zoned in. I was looking at the number and
Oh, yeah.
the instance.
Can't go
thing,
by
it
the
says
number. You
21.
gotta look, yeah.
I got my warrior to 120 last night.
Welcome to the new class.
He's fun.
Because mages are blah right now.
Yeah.
Unless you go arcane, which is apparently the answer, and I refuse.
No, that's not the answer. That's never the answer.
Single target, I guess it's supposed to be strong, but that's it.
You know what? I'm doing okay with Frost Mage, and I'm all right with doing okay. I don't need to be like absolute top parser. I'll be happy with if I'm getting above 50%, and I'm
But
doing decent damage,
imagine-
pulling my weight. I'm happy.
Imagine how good it would look for Joe Bowie / Storm Rage #1.
Yeah, I don't care.
Golly, look how that'd be awesome.
Maybe, but I just don't care that much.
According to Warcraft logs right now, Frost Mage is top.
Really?
Yep. Well, top mage spec.
Well, yeah, top mage spec for sure, but not top spec.
It's
by any means.
ranked
13th.
Seventh.
7th? We bumped to 7th? Oh, that's nice. We were at 13th.
Well, I was looking at max too.
Oh, right.
If you go to 75th percentile, it's fire mage.
Yeah, 75 percentile with Mythic is fire, which is really weird. I have to look into that.
Because once
I wonder
they're
if it's because of
figured
the
out enough,
buff.
it starts to play better.
Well, there's very few people that are playing it. I mean, so if you get like good people doing it, that'll definitely change it. 'Cause you go to heroic at 75th percentile, mages at the fire mages at the very bottom, and arcane and frost are fighting each other. I don't know about normal. How's normal? Yeah, normal's the same thing. Frost and arcane are like right next to each other.
Well, to be clear though, my Fury Warrior, his whole point is just to get geared well enough that he can go farm old transmogs in Legion content. That's pretty much all the reason I'm leveling him up. That and gems. He's my gem crafter. I want to get him the mythic set from And Towards the Burning Throne. All right, well, we got enough here. Let's pick a direction, right or left, and let's clear trash. Looks like left, I guess. All right.
I don't know if there's.
I don't care.
Because we got to go to the other side anyway.
It's the same either way.
I just like being able to spin to win.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away.
The blade stone.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh, well, that's not a bad find.
So if you stand in that while they're doing Bloodstorm, they get healed.
Nice trash drop.
Yeah, congrats.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
They're even for your class. That's pretty rare.
That's the first PoE I've seen
So,
drop.
do you think those handlers handle?
No, we had one drop the other day.
Yeah, it's the same ones I got.
Specimen handlers.
I must have missed it.
Those
It
ones
was
you
like
managed to sell for over
last
100.
Saturday.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh boy. Can you all still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
a little quiet, but I can hear you.
I think I'm DCing.
Oh, all right.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
So I discontinued tidy plates, so now it looks like my nameplates are working again. There must be some conflict.
You did what?
I was having problems with my nameplates earlier, like when trash or ads or whatever, doing mythics or anywhere questing. I could see the red nameplates above the enemies, but as soon as I got near them, it would disappear.
Oh.
And tidy plates wasn't working, so I was like, oh my god. So I wouldn't know that we still had other mobs around. And so I discontinued, whatever. I stopped tidy plates, and now it looks like, uninstalled. Now it looks like it's working.
Yeah, I had
Did they
tidy
actually
plates for a
update it?
while and got rid of them because they haven't been working for a while.
Yeah, I know they
Yeah,
had
they-
an update too, and it is still it didn't work.
There's actually a new version somebody else put out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I forget what it's called, but it works pretty good. My daughter went to switch to them.
I recommend KUI nameplates, KUI nameplates. It's kept up to date. It hasn't really been like tidy plates has been like handed around from developer to developer as it's been abandoned like 3 times now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So KUI nameplates is still under the same group, and they do a pretty good job of keeping it updated. And it's got extra add-ons that you can put on there, so you can like have spells that you have on things show above the nameplate and some other nice little features. But it's like tidy plates, a little bit different, but it's kept up to date.
Yeah, that was one of the ones they recommended in a lot of the forums
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
as a replacement.
I mean, I liked having that stuff above the, people's name, people, ads, whatever,
I used to use tidy plates and I really liked it, but after a while the support for it was a little shoddy,
Yeah, that must be what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not using tidy plates anymore. I switched straight over to the
Red
LVI
plates?
nameplates.
Oh, LVU.
That's the one I used.
Yeah, it's working nicely for me now. Didn't like it earlier, but it's good now.
I like LVUI, but I don't like how much resources it takes. So I might switch to it after I do my next machine upgrade. It just
there's lots of love, but the resources is not one of those things.
Yeah, I tested it, and it makes me drop like I lose anywhere from 10 to 15 frames per second using LVUI, so I just don't use it.
Oh, there's so much to it.
Yeah, it's a little heavy because it's a complete UI replacement, and it's got lots and lots of stuff in it. And though you can disable some stuff, it's still just it uses too much resources for my system. As far as like my processor's a little bit older, it's not horrible, but I also play at 4K, so the game eats a lot of resources already.
Yeah, then it would not work for me. That's for sure.
Well, he also uses a screen that's about as big as his house, so.
Yeah, but that's still just 4K. It doesn't matter how big it is technically.
Always matters how big it is.
Shrinking.
Oh.
Jeez.
Wow, there's really a lot of death here, man.
Yeah, I was busy typing, so I didn't notice that I was dying.
Those things explode when you kill them, I think.
It's not my fault. The tank asked me something, so I had to answer.
Damn
It's the
tank.
tank's fault.
No, it's Fafford's fault. You gotta learn that now.
But yeah, I do play on a big giant screen.
I love my curved screen.
Yeah,
I really do.
Me too.
That's what I got. I've got a 55-inch curved, and it's
Oh my
beautiful.
god, that must be awesome.
Yeah.
It's like takes up half his freaking room.
No, it doesn't. I have a 400 square foot room. It does take up the whole corner, though.
Talk about immersion.
Most people who walk into my room go, "Oh my god, that screen!"
I'm pretty sure I said that.
Yeah, you're not the first. I've thought about, holy crap, this stuff is nasty.
It's a mess.
Everybody.
Is it the roiling blood?
Yeah, it's the roiling blood.
That can be interrupted.
Do priests still have a
Yikes,
mask
that hurt.
as well?
Yep, I use it.
Thank you, Glory's Way.
Yeah, it's the number of stacks on it, so it's like you probably couldn't use it enough.
Followed the skeletons all the way here.
I still have to keep going.
Yeah, the coagulated bloods need to be interrupted then.
Or I could just put light on them and they don't cast at all. What?
Yeah. Nice to have a ballast druid for once.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it fun to play? I've been really having fun.
Oh, I love
stuff
it.
on
Yeah. I didn't have as much fun on my hunter, so that's why I switched. And I'm actually useful. We have 6 other hunters, so they all have
Which
those
is
things.
useful.
I
We
mean,
have
it
many
is,
hunters. What are you talking about?
but like,
Yeah, she's dissing hunters.
I wanted something different.
That many
So-
hunters
Druids
just
have
pull in
good
the way
toolkit.
convenience stores are.
I just
Instead
need a
of killing
different
healers,
utility
we're now
weapon.
going to be all mass directing to Molly Key.
Oh my
Maliki.
Maul and Kai.
Oh yeah,
Man up.
Maliki is Hawaiian for Merry Christmas.
So let's see if we can't kill us a druid tonight several times.
I was gonna say you want to be
Hey,
different,
wait a
but you're gonna be a druid.
Crap. I was just saying I didn't want to be.
It's
The
okay,
best?
Charity. They need trash talk to him for a little bit.
Makes me feel like a big man.
Charitable.
We love giving you crap.
I think it was Mole and Stinky. Yeah.
You'll notice that did not come from a hunter.
Yeah, definitely not a hunter.
Boy, I had a freaking misdirect right now.
Be brave.
You know, if you bribe us, we can misdirect a
Here's a
joke.
misdirect for you.
No, to Joe.
That's what he said.
You wanted a misdirect, so I gave you one.
Oh my god, they're all doing it. You guys are horrible.
No, if you get 3 of them all in the last second at the same time as we pull, then you should be worried.
Don't worry, Charity. DPS ramps up way too slow on a Moonkin. You won't have aggro on anything.
Damn.
I
It's like
play a
that?
Moonkin. I can tell you, it ramps up too slow.
You can always shut him out.
I've used that a number of times, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's why I'm really undecided if I'm going to swap once Cultiran Humans come up. Like, it'd have to be a pretty sweet-looking Moonkin form. I better be one hell of a weed. Or whatever the Drust are supposed to be.
Wicker.
Wicker.
Which is...
They don't have the new,
right?
all the druid forms out, do they?
I haven't seen a
Some of
Moonkin.
them.
No,
Yeah,
I
I know
haven't
it's
seen
already
any
in
of them
the
yet.
Don't
They
have
have the
out
cat
yet.
and the bear out.
Do
You
they
know,
have
I'm-
any of them out?
They have
Yeah.
some. I don't think they have all of them.
What do you get them? Is it an inscription?
No, it's the allied race tab. Cultiran.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the new cool PRS race. Can get those cool wicker looking druid forms.
Oh.
Yeah, they just haven't released it yet, so they don't have all the forms.
But how do you get them if you're just like a Tappuccino?
Switch over to
The-
Cultiran
yeah.
Human once it comes out.
Yeah, you can race change.
It's like the Void Elves. You know, a lot
But-
of people went Void Elf.
Oops.
I'm just hoping they put. Just hoping that
Damn tap
I-
target.
they still
But
haven't
you're a
listed
healer.
what classes you can be in that besides druid. That's the only
There's not a
one
lot
anybody
going on
knows.
in this trash. To be fair, I probably would be DPSing too as a healer.
Until we all get that whatever
I don't think
disease.
I don't think I
I
could.
think that just happens with these unworthy vessels. They just cast infest, and
Well,
I don't know
Did
how
you-
this works.
fun fact is this is the disease from what boss was it that cast that disease that they did
So-
studies on for a while. This is the manifestation of it. They made it into a
From the
being.
original Zul'Gurub?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh.
they did. They remember it wiped the whole server.
I thought you were talking about an
at
STD.
No.
Oh, the WoW plague, yeah.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
Look at the journal, they tell you it's about that.
Yeah,
Well, they
it's pretty
hint
cool.
at it. I guess they don't actually come out.
But
and
that's
say
what this
Corrupted blood is what it was
It's-
called.
Uh-huh.
Could be a DTD, right? DT transmitted.
Oh my god, stop.
See, this is what I think about when I'm, tanking things.
What's
Thank
the
you,
best
Mommy,
way to
by the
pull this?
way.
Can
Grab
death
the
grip
whole
it.
group, pull the boss, and run the boss out.
I can death grip that one.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
can
right.
help
Yeah,
you.
death crypt. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, you did that the last time, and it was
Yeah,
so
death
helpful.
grip's
I
so
forgot.
useful.
Yeah, it's almost like I should
Great
be
utility. Somebody, we
What
have to have
happened to
somebody
our
that helps
death grip tank?
Damn, if we would have had a
He
Blood Knight
wanted
tank.
to run faster.
Interruptible.
He wanted to run faster.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking
Okay,
hated DK
Fingertoes.
mobility.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't let them bully you, Durag.
He wishes he was a little bit taller. He wishes he was a baller.
People switch for
swings
much
and
less
means Mario?
reasons.
That's a song. Old song.
Should have just went Demon Hunter tank.
Yay, they're all dead. All right.
Yeah, but that doesn't have as good.
That's the next expansion.
I'm gonna put down the cauldron in just a second.
Could have done warrior and zipped around the room.
I did.
Oh yeah, you are a warrior. I thought you.
Oh, glad you're keeping up.
Because I'm supposed to be changing my character's name to Gallardo, so we can be next to each other.
Yeah,
Like
but
Casa Gallardo.
Cauldron's up. It's up by the tanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was lucky this week. I made a cauldron and it proc twice. I'm like, yay.
Thanks, Sam.
Nice.
Awesome.
Up under the
Diamond.
It looks like a
Diamond.
bowl of potato soup.
Oh, I thought that was the keg.
No, both are there.
Yeah, I kept hitting the keg. That's why I asked.
I did too. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting one. It's like,
And I kept getting drunk.
yeah.
All right. Okay, so
That my drinking problem.
we tried this once before, and a few times, but some areas that we need to work on in this fight.
Finish
One,
the flasks, guys.
yeah, grab up the extra flasks. Everybody ready? Checked on that.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna try and loosely stack around here in the middle because there's gonna be that Omega Vector. All right, Omega Vector is the thing that's gonna put the disease on you, the lingering infection debuff.
Joe,
But you want to make sure you don't get too many stacks.
what do you mean by loosely stacked? Is it,
I mean, like kind of how we're stacked right now. This is loosely stacked. We're all a few yards apart from each other. We should actually be a little tighter in than this.
so? If a
like
healer
around
would
green.
throw out a healing circle, would that be too tight?
No, that's probably okay. Like inside this healing circle is pretty good as long as we're not right on top of each other. Okay, so because then it's hard to tell who's got what or who's got a mark on their heads. If we're all stacked right on top of each other, you just can't tell. So the players that get the Omega Vector will get a mark on their head. If you have a bunch of stacks of the lingering infection, which DBM's going to put a thing up that's going to show the top people with the lingering infection on them. Just step away from people with the marks. If you get a whole bunch of them, like say you start pulling ahead of everybody else, just make sure you're standing a little bit further back away from the other people. But if you don't have very many, make sure you're hanging out in this area so that you are catching the next group because we want the lingering infection to get spread amongst all the players. We don't want anybody to have like one stack while everybody else is at 5. We don't want one person at 13 while everybody else is at 4. We want everybody going up at roughly the same pace. Now that can get a little bit messed up because once the boss goes into the second phase, it's going to turn into a big liquid pool and he's going to move across the floor. If you get hit by the boss, you're going to get another stack. When we're going to get those pools that go out that everybody's going to have to jump in later. And then while we're standing there, he's going to be shooting out those little like red things that go across the floor. If you get hit by those, you get another stack. So really, you got to be dodging pretty much all the mechanics that you can, except for when we're over here in this circle where you want to kind of like try and evenly spread the disease. And I know it's a little vague, but we're just going to have to get used to doing it because if we don't evenly spread it, we're going to start getting people with high stacks. They're going to die. And we're just going to start losing people and it's going to end up being a wipe. Okay, so process is we get behind the boss. We're going to get the Omega Vector. It's going to jump from player to player. All right, we're going to try and evenly spread it. Then there's going to be a contagion, which that's just going to do a raid-wide pulse of pretty heavy damage. Healing cooldowns and stuff probably going to have to be get used for that as the fight progresses when that comes up. We're going to get gestate. All right, players get hit with gestate. move away. Like the other players are going to need to move away from them, and they are going to try and move away as quickly as they can. I don't know exactly how fast the stun comes on when gestate hits you. But basically, what happens is you get gestate on you, and a few moments later, we're going to get an ad that spawns. It's called Plague Amalgamation. It's the little like globules. We need all DPS should be switching to those and attacking them. If there's an amalgamation up and you're still attacking the boss, you're doing it wrong. So switch to the ads and kill them. Phase 2. This is after the boss turns into a puddle and goes across the floor. There's going to be those circles that are going to show up on the ground. At this point, the boss doesn't take any damage. We'll just be fighting the amalgamations if they're up. Dodge the blood geysers that are shooting across the floor. Just sidestep them. They will come from where the boss's pool is and shoot out across the room. Just do your best to dodge them. Every time you get hit, you get a lingering stack. And the plague bombs. That's really, really important. The plague bombs are going to show up all over the room. They're the red circles. We need one player in each one. If a soak is missed, we're going to get a plague amalgamation. So you get in the circle and you stay there until the circle goes away. If you step out or you die while you're standing in the circle, then we're going to get an ad. So just do your best to stay alive and soak them up. And keep in mind, you see where the boss is way over there? I've seen them spawn like right next to where the boss is, and then also spawn like way over in the corner over here. So the whole group's going to have to spread around the room a little bit to try and cover pretty much everywhere. Healers, you might want to like try and designate some areas that you guys are spreading to so that we get coverage of the whole room for heals or something like that. And that's basically it. Fight cycles back and forth between those two phases. So let's give it a few shots, see how we go, or maybe just one if we're really lucky. Don't forget to take your flasks, get your food on.
How do you guys want to do the healers? Take like 4 corners in the middle?
Sounds good. I'll take upper right, facing the
Alright, I'll take upper left.
Jobu, I did have a question.
Okay, what's up?
With gestate, we should be 5 yards away from anyone.
Ideally, when you get gestate, yeah, you want to move. You want to be 5 yards away from anybody with gestate on them because the amalgam will spawn right there, and I think it does some damage to the other players that are near you when it does spawn.
Inflicts shadow damage every 2 seconds to a random player and all players within 5 yards.
Right.
Stuns the initial target.
Right. So
people are gonna have to move away from the people who have gestate.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's unneeded damage.
Yep. Just try and get away from them, and then when the ad pops up off of them, make sure we're killing it. Don't be hanging out far away at the beginning, and make sure you're hanging out like inside this healing circle area because we really do want that plague to spread around to everyone pretty equally. If you're way outside, you're not likely to get a stack, and then you're just everybody else has to carry your bits of plague instead of you taking a little bit for the team.
What about time warp?
Really, make sure you don't give it to us.
We'll hear it.
Please don't.
Hear it at the start here.
3, 2, 1.
Holy crap, he's far out there.
Yeah.
Let's not hero till the boss gets to the group.
Yeah, next time we'll hold that until we actually are in range. But all right, there's a gestate, I think. On walleye, move away from him. There it is. The ad's up. Kill the ad.
Three, 2, 1.
Another ad's up. Kill the ad. All right, there goes the next ad.
Gestate.
Got him. Henning.
Armia, you got 3, so move away from the group a little bit. Spiffy, you got 3 too. Move away from the group a little bit.
3, 2.
Theo, Chabanel, Walleye, you guys both have 2. Everybody else has 1 right now. I have the Omega Vector. Kill that ad.
Ooh, that...
You can't tell which way he's going to move. All right, get in those circles.
Glory, I got this one. Get out.
There's 2 over there. Make sure you're grabbing them. Good job. All right, we're back in phase 1 again. That's it. That's a whole fight. So just keep doing that.
2, 1.
Everybody with walleye stack in. I'll take, and you probably want to step out now too. As soon as the infection's gone.
They have 5 stacks, right? I have to step out.
No, Walleye's got the most with 8, with all taken next with 6.
2, 1.
Should be a chart that comes up on your
Another ad
slide.
there. Another ad. Fill the ad.
Of course, if you get the infection and you're standing outside, you need to come back in.
I've got just 8. Got a whole lot of people standing by me. Glory, Spiffy.
Job.
2, 1.
He's gonna liquefy in just a moment.
Ad.
The vector on me.
Yep. Kill the ad, and then watch for the circles on the ground. All right, here comes our first group.
Tracking.
Get in those. 1 person only.
Get out, Walleye.
Ah, sorry.
It's right. If you're getting in them extra, you're just extra stacks. All right, let's do some more.
Jelly, you need to stay out of the group. Everybody but Jelly stack in.
Let's get Faye up, please. Get Glory up.
Just stayed on Donovan.
Jelly, you got 12. Walleye,
Jelly's
you got
dead.
10. All right.
Walleye's dead.
Yep. All right, get the ad.
Vector on me. I'm dead.
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. This is a bit of a gear check. All right, well, let's just go ahead and wipe it up here, and we'll get another pull in. So, because we're pretty low on people. That's not bad. It was fairly evenly spread. We had a few people only at like 5 stacks or so. We had others that were at as high as 12. some of the key areas in that is making sure you're dodging those red geysers. That's real important. A lot of people were getting heavy stacks in that interim. They were going into that the second phase, with very few stacks, and then they were coming out of it with like 5 or 6, getting hit 5 or 6 times during the interim phase. You know, when we're just standing and soaking the pools, finishing off the ads, and you know, soaking those things, dodging the geysers. Make sure you're really dodging those geysers. That's a real key point. A way you can do that is pay attention to where the liquid, the boss pool is. Try and be a little bit far away from that, because they originate from that pool and they spread out. They always come from that pool and they shoot out from there, and they can go any direction. So just watch for one coming across the room towards you, step to the left or to the right, which way, to dodge it relative to the pool. So if you're facing the pool, you step left or right to
No,
dodge
that's
it.
not that one. I just stopped to finish whispering someone. Whoever was next to me. Amia. It's not that room. Yeah, there you go.
I got it. Thanks.
So yeah. Otherwise,
when you get yeah, I'm sorry. So when you get the Vector Omega, that's where you stay in the circle, or you?
Yep.
Yes.
And if you're outside
okay.
the circle, and you get it, like let's say you're going outside the circle to try and reduce the number of stacks you're getting, and you get the Omega Vector on you, head on into the circle. So hopefully
you don't need to.
Because that's what shares the Vector.
It will go to whoever's closest.
Yeah,
no
but
matter
I
the
don't
range.
want the people outside the circle picking it up. I want it to go to the people inside the circle. So if you get the Omega Vector, I want you coming into the middle with the people who are waiting to pick up extra stacks, not going to the people who are standing outside the circle trying to avoid stacks. You see what I'm saying? The other thing we need to improve on is the gestate. You'll see like a bloody pool on the ground around the person who's getting the gestate, and the amalgam will start growing up out of the ground. Okay, while it's growing, it can be attacked, but that's the time to move away from it, is while it's growing. So you see it growing out of the ground, move away from it, and move away from the bloody pool around the player. We need to be about 5 yards away from that. I did see like there was like a few times where players were stacked right on top of the person with gestate, and they stayed there until it blew up. Those are unnecessary stacks. So let's see what we can do about avoiding that. And otherwise, yeah, mostly the dodging geysers. We did really good on soaks, by the way. Dodge the geysers better and move away from the gestates better on this poll. That's the things I think.
And 1 person per circle. So once you're in there, don't go in. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, soak a circle, and try not to soak more than one. Yeah. Soak a circle and then let other people soak circles. But everybody needs to soak. Healers, DPS, it doesn't matter. Get in a circle and soak it. After you've done one in a period, try not to soak a second one.
Okay, gotcha.
Might want to do your range check 5 to make sure, because I'm calling out when I have gestate. Might help for others to do that, and then you can see what person has it and get away from that person.
Yeah, mostly I want you to look for the ad, because it's the biggest thing around and the bloody spot on the ground. If you see the ad growing, just get away from it. That's a really easy indicator, as opposed to looking for a person's name and stuff like that. I do appreciate the call out that there's a gestate, but look for the ad growing, and then target it, move away from it, kill it.
A couple of our raiders here today should know what gestate means. Growing.
That is a messed up thing to say.
Not really.
Oh.
What is it?
It's not a weird creature growing out of the ground.
It's a weird creature
I'm saying
growing.
the term. No, the term gestate. I'm saying.
I'm gestating?
You are gestating.
It's okay. It's
That's
a beautiful
medical
thing.
term. It's a beautiful
Here, I'll pop hero.
thing.
Here we go. And
3, 2, 1.
all right, there's the gestate. Get away from it. Target the amalgamation. Kill it. Is he done?
I've got Omega Vector.
3, 2, 1.
There's the next one growing. Move away from it. You only have like about 4 seconds to move away from it. So as soon as it starts growing, even if you interrupt casting, move away from it. We're getting a gestate in 2 seconds. Gestate. It's over in melee.
Oh, when he says it too, I can hear him say it.
Yeah, he says gestation. Alright. I got some Omega Vector. Come get some if you need it. There's the amalgamation. Alright, he's going liquid. Watch where the pool's going. Try and spread out. Alright, I moved away from us. Good. You ready to soak?
Omega in the middle.
Oh, don't leave if there's no one in there.
Wait,
oh, we missed one.
Where's it at? I don't
If we
see it.
missed one, we'd have an ad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we must have just got in there.
Yep. All right. That's good.
No, I saw people in, and then everybody
Ads
left
coming.
the same one.
Gestation's coming up. All right, Mommy, you got 8, by the way. Make sure you're staying far away from anybody with the Omega.
Tranking.
Yeah, get out of the group, Mommy.
2.
All right, it's in melee. Melee, watch out.
Do we want Colada back?
Hold it for now.
Yeah, I want to save it for a tank.
Mega and me again. He really likes me tonight.
1.
All right, amalgamation growing there.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Gestate's coming. 1 second. It's on me. Move away.
1. Beware.
All right, watch the pool. All right, let's move into that corner. Get ready to soak. Soak. I'm having to soak too. And here comes the boss. Just ice blocking to get rid of some of that.
Down 4 healers.
All right, get Faye up, please. Gestate's on me. Be careful, watch out. Gestate's on me again. Watch out.
Get Omega Vector.
Nothing you can do about that, Tap.
3,
Yep.
2, 1. 3, 2.
See melee?
Beware.
He's
Oh,
liquefying.
I was just picking a state.
There he goes.
Yikes.
Soak those. One person. All right, get back to position.
Three, two, one.
And there's the amalgamation.
Thanks,
Damn.
Yeah, don't
Get tank up.
It's a wipe.
Don't
at
worry
this
about
point.
it.
No, it's a wipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
almost 4 heals.
20%.
5 heals down.
Yeah,
So-
almost all the heals.
Yeah, I'm
Still
giving
our-
it to you to hold.
That is our best pull so far, though.
All right.
It was better. I think people are starting to get used to the dance there.
Don't release.
Yeah, no release. Just wait.
Safe to accept.
All right.
Okay, I'm
Hold on.
unclear on the Omega Vector. Not that I'm dealing with it, but if you have it, you want to be in the middle or you want to be in the outside?
You want to be in the middle.
In the middle, because otherwise you go, it's going to kill you?
No. All right. Omega Vector is like HIV. All right. Lingering infection is like AIDS. Okay. So you're going to get HIV and you want to pass that to other people, right? Because we got to make sure it's spread evenly.
I don't know
So
if that's the goal.
that's basically how it works.
Public health people are cringing,
Yeah,
but okay, I'm going with you.
That's basically how it works. I mean, it's one leads to the other. You get the Omega Vector, and then you're like patient zero, right? So you've got the thing, you're going to spread it to other people, right? So you got to get, basically, if you get the Omega Vector on you, you want to get near the group of people that is gathered up waiting to get the Omega Vector in the future, right? Because they have low stacks. The people with high stacks are moving outside the circle. They don't want to get the Omega Vector because they already have high stacks of the lingering. The Omega Vector is what transmits the lingering to people, at least at the beginning. So basically that's how it works. So the other thing is you also get the stacks from the geyser streams. So when the geysers come through and they're shooting across the floor, that'll give you a stack. If you I don't know if you get. I don't think you get one from Gestate. I don't
You
think
don't.
Gestate.
Gestate just does damage to anyone standing next to the person who gets stuck
Right.
with.
If you get hit by the liquid boss moving across the floor, you get a stack of lingering infection.
Yes.
If you get Omega Vector, you will get a stack of lingering infection. If you get hit by a geyser, you will get a stack of lingering infection. They never go away.
Yeah.
They just build up throughout the whole fight. So basically, it gets harder and harder and harder to heal as the fight goes on. Especially if players get too high of stacks. If we spread the stacks evenly, then it should get evenly more difficult, and we shouldn't like lose players due to high stacks and stuff. So
And it's been a really mana-intensive fight too. So the less damage you guys take, the less.
Well, there's also on top of all of that, the immunosuppression puts a healing debuff on you that has to
healing
be
absorb.
Yeah, and absorb on everybody. And
So
that's
wait.
cast by the ad, so you want to get the ad down fast.
yeah, they kind of cast that while the ad is up, I believe, don't they?
Well, the ad casts it.
Right.
Is there a way to get rid of that?
No.
Just kill the ad
Right.
fast.
Yeah.
And
Kill-
the
yeah,
heal
kill-
absorb, you just heal through and it breaks the absorb.
Yeah. So yeah, you
And only certain people seem to be soaking those circles, and they are the ones with the high stacks. So we need other people that have low stacks to soak the circles too.
yeah, we need everybody to soak circles.
Yeah,
like
I
you should be
know.
you should be
Everyone
soaking.
Well, every time
Yeah,
I go
you
into
should
one,
soak-
somebody else is there.
Exactly, that's same here.
Well, be ready to get one. I know that I can get into one almost every single time. I double blink to the far side of the room. I find an empty one. I get in it. You can find one. You know, like they are available. And after you've soaked one, don't soak another. Okay, if you can help it. There was one instance where I was over here, and there was a thing there. I saw a player run over kind of near it, and then they stopped, and they didn't go in. And I stood there.
I
and
think
watched
that was
them.
you and me.
Yeah, I stood there.
We
and
both
watched them.
kind of walked next to it, and we're like, "Oh, which one's?"
Yeah,
gonna
you were
take it?
closer, and then you walked away from it. So I was like, "All right, well, I'll soak two."
It's because when I leaped over there, you hadn't blinked yet, and then all of a sudden you were there. I was like, "Okay, I'll just walk away."
Yeah, I mean, because if you see one unattended and you've already soaked one, then you're gonna have to soak it, or we're gonna get an ad. But ideally, you soak one, and then after you're done soaking one, come back here. Come back here, away from away from the thing, you know, away from the pool of blood that's on the floor and stuff like that. Just hang out and wait. Let other people soak, because they really need to do the mechanic. If they're not doing it yet, they will do it soon, or we'll just wipe.
Now that's a stop everything what you're doing and go soak a circle type of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get to the circle and then turn in DPS the ad.
Are there
You know?
a lot of circles up? Because I only see like where the area I'm in, but they're all over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the place. I think
Alright.
I've been seeing like 6 to 8 circles per, and there's 2 groups of circles we get every phase.
Well,
So
that's
like
what I
when
mean.
the boss
It's like, are people going in when they shouldn't be?
I don't know. I just know that I know this. I've had to soak a couple, like, because there just wasn't anybody else there. But just try and soak one every time he goes to liquid phase. There's going to be 2 batches. If you don't soak one in the first batch, soak one in the second batch.
I wish I could kick people out of my circle then.
Jabui, when the boss goes into a puddle, can we ice block will we get lingering
I don't know.
infection?
I doubt it. But ice block means you're also not going to be able to be moving, and he's going to throw those circles out around it, and you're going to have to get out of your ice block and into a circle. So I don't recommend it. Just dodge it. If you get a stack, you get a stack, but just dodge it. When he does go to a puddle, I don't recommend the whole group be stacked up though. Try and spread up around him a little bit, because we don't know which way he's going to go. Right? It's a guessing game.
Hey, Drock, can you, when you're taking that ad, or whichever one you were taking the ad during that intermission, can you take it away from the pool?
The what?
We have, when you're tanking an ad.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you were saying.
Just take it away.
I'm just wondering why.
From where the things are coming out.
Okay, yeah.
So we have
Yeah,
more
keep
Adds
the,
up.
out of it from the blob.
Adds up. Kill it.
I just didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, you're good.
Just 8 and 5 seconds. Watch for it and move away. Here it comes. Move away. Now move back.
Take it off, like, please.
Aiming.
Just 8. There it is.
Jelly, you want to hang out outside the group. Same thing with Mommy.
All right, it's liquefying. Get ready. Kill the ad.
Beware.
Move away from it. Kill it. All right, but remember, here comes the circles. It's after he moves. It's going to move. There he moved. Now there goes the circles. Go get him.
I got one. Stay away.
All right, if you soaked one, don't soak another. If you haven't soaked, go soak. Good job. All right, back to the triangle. comes the ad. All right, Wraith, you got 7 stacks. Mommy, you got 6. Thiel, Molokai, and Faye, you got 5 each. Everybody else is fairly low. Get away from that plague.
You have a healer down?
Yeah, I'll take him down, but hold it.
Yep.
All right, there's the add in melee. All right, liquefy in 3 seconds. Get away from that ad. Get ready for the liquefy. All right, here comes the circles. Remember to use a personal shield if you can while you're soaking.
Shit, I'm looking for Gerard.
All right, the first group is done. Second
Down
group
by the ad.
coming up.
I got
I'm
him.
getting
Soak.
Right. Rebuff when you get a chance.
We had one missed in the middle there. We got an extra ad. Kill the ad. Is the amalgamation?
Most of the dust is dead.
Yeah, we're pretty much toast with the 2 ads up. All right, let's wipe it up.
3, 2.
I'm getting you again, Tab. Hang it.
Alright, don't release.
We got a Mega Vectron tanks there, which probably didn't help us much.
Alright. Masson, let's
All right, Wraith.
Yeah,
See
I
you
gotta
soon.
go. My mom's called an audible.
All right. Yeah, on that one, wasn't too horrible. You know, we didn't do too bad. We did have one missed soak in that last group. That's not really the big issue, I don't think. We're still catching a lot of the. I think we're still catching a lot of geysers in the transition phase when he's in the liquid pool. So do try and avoid the geysers a little bit better.
There's a Jeeves right in front of the feast too.
Not sure what else. I don't know what. I mean, there's like we have folks dying, but I'm not sure where they're dying from. So you know, make sure you.
Yeah, and it's been really tough for us with mana too. So the longer this fight goes on, it's getting tougher near the end.
Yeah, if it's not just if you touch that pool, if that pool goes through you, or you step into that pool of blood, like he's saying, you'll get a stack. If you stand in it, you'll just build stacks until you're dead. But I don't recall seeing anybody standing in it necessarily. At least I didn't see that. Yeah, it's just gonna be you know, being really on point. And it's kind of hard to see. This room is sort of red. The geysers come across the floor can be a little hard, especially if you're close to the pool. It can be a little hard to see. Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how the Omega Vector works when people are repositioning after the boss goes into the blob. So do people still need to be staying together, or is it just...
No, the Omega Vector does not transmit during the liquid phase.
Okay.
Then how did your tank die with it?
All the DPS must have been dead for the tank
That
to
was-
have
that
got
was
it in the
after,
first
though,
place.
You didn't die. I mean, you might have still
died
had
in
it
the
from.
intermission phase, and I might have gotten it from that.
It carries through
phase one,
from.
and it carry. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
then
carries over the
DPS
mark.
just need to be careful about how close they get to the tank.
Yep.
Then in that first phase.
At the end there, but I think people were. It was pretty much looking like a white people going down pretty fast at that point. So that's probably just a symptom.
Omega Vector itself does not do heavy damage. It just gives you
but it
one
gives us
lingering
stack, which is bad
One.
for the tanks.
Granted,
which is why I
yeah.
was bringing it up.
But yeah, you can catch it before the transition goes, and you'll have it going into the next transition. But I don't believe it transmits during that phase.
I think you're right.
Omega Vector was hitting me personally for 18.8k each.
Yeah, because it does
tick.
shadow damage, and then with each stack of lingering infection, it increases that shadow damage.
Yeah, it's not horrible at first. It gets bad later.
Yeah.
Also, another thing to remember is when you go to soak, use a cooldown. Like for an example, I have ice barrier. If you're a hunter, use your turtle while you're soaking. Do some sort of self-preservation if you can, if you have something while you're soaking those pools. I don't know. I mean, you could ice block then too after you're in the pool. You could ice block it, but I don't know if that'll count as a soak or not, or if it'll just ignore you. So.
You good, Dad?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was in the bank.
There's our first ad. Here comes another gestate. It's right there. Move away from it. Right, melee back out. Just 8 and 3.
2, 1.
Liquefy in 4.
2, 1. Beware.
He's liquefying.
Everyone out of here.
There's one open there.
All right, second crew to soak. Go soak. Everybody else, watch the circle and dodge the geysers. And here's the boss. And then the cycle repeats. Mommy, you got 8. Tap, you got 6. Jelly, Werrigan, Faye. Or no, Jelly and Werrigan, you got 5.
I think I'll hang back here.
Malcolm's coming up in ranged. Watch out.
Mommy and Tap, the only ones that need to be out.
I have a Mega Vector on me.
All right, bring it in.
Now run away.
It's a gestate. It's in melee. Melee, watch out.
Do we have to stay here forever?
Wow, yeah.
Well, until everybody else catches up.
Okay. So, healers, I can't reach the tanks.
Well, move to the side then.
Yeah, you just don't want to be close to the group. You can move up, just be away from the group.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Gestate's on me in ranged. Watch out.
Beware.
It's liquefying. Oh, I caught it right at the tail end. All right, second batch.
Got an ad in the back.
Yep, we got one that was missed.
I'm down.
Yeah, pistols down.
Yeah, I had a Mega Vector.
All
right.
Come up. Tracking.
An amalgam up still.
Three, two, one.
Let's go ahead and wipe it up. We're nearing our break right now. Anyway, we got too many people down. But before we go on our break, I'm gonna throw something out there. So let's just go ahead and wipe it up, and I'll wait for that to happen. Now, here's the thing. This fight is a bit of a gear check, right? I mean, it's hard on the healers. It's hard for, on that, as far as like, being able to keep everybody up once it starts getting rough at that later point. Cal and I earlier had talked a little bit about this idea, and I'm just wondering if maybe we want to go try it earlier. We talked about going back and doing the very first boss on heroic, just for the chance at 370 gear off that very first boss. I think the very first boss is doable on heroic with our group. The only additional thing that we'd have to worry about on that fight is the beams that come up through the floor. And getting some pieces of 370 gear might help us get through this. So the question is, you guys want to go now to try that one after the break and try the first boss on heroic and see if we can get some pieces of 370 gear, or do you want to keep doing this?
I'd like to try it. Sure.
Okay. Looks like let's do a ready check real quick, and then just and see what the consensus is. A yes vote is a vote to go try heroic. A no vote is to stay here.
Or ready is yes.
Ready is to go
ready
to
is
heroic.
Yep.
Ready is go to heroic. And not ready is stay here. Looks like the readies win. So, all right, let's take our 5-minute break. Then we'll head out. I think we talk to, who do we talk to? Or do we just go out?
There's a teleporter.
Oh, it's down here?
Somewhere.
I think we have a pretty good chance on that first boss in heroic. I think we have a better chance on that than we do on this, I think. Tonight, anyway.
Yeah, and be sure to do your mythics, because you get a good piece of gear out of that too.
Yeah, the 370.
Yeah,
I've got an alt I want to run through that. He's only 315 so far though. He's only 8 hours old into 20 and all right, yep. And turn around and run right out. Did we just lose somebody?
No, I came back in.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, somebody forgot to put their hearing aids in.
Oh, is that why the volume was not working?
Yep.
So we'll go right out and then we take break.
Yeah.
I get a summons back. I'm lost. I can't figure out where you guys are.
Yeah, we can summon you at the stone here.
Yeah, I'll need an invite and a summon too, please.
And yeah, all right. So we're gonna take the 5 minute, and then when we get back, we'll switch it to here. It's already switched to heroic.
Yeah.
And we'll see what we can do on that first boss. I'm kind of excited at our prospects on this one. Because as far as I know, which I'm pretty sure, the only difference is the beams.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the only mechanical difference in this fight. Is we just got to look over that edge and watch the beams.
Are we good to go back in?
Yeah, it's set to heroic already.
Can I get a summons?
Oh, you didn't get a summons yet?
Nope, none of us did.
Nope.
Oh, here, I got a summon started. I don't know if there's anybody nearby. Tap.
I'm here.
Somebody moved. Oh, somebody's clicking, so it's good.
Yeah, we get a couple people out here.
Clicking what on the stone?
I got it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We're good. We got sixes. So sixes when you get here, we'll go inside and then we'll put the stone up there and we'll summon everybody else inside. That way they get one loading screen instead of two. And we still have a minute left, so there's no real rush at the moment. Yeah, definitely get some cookies if you're here, though. If you don't have a lot of cookies already, get some. So we don't forget to use them. If your screen goes, I don't know if you've got it set up to do that. I have it set up where if I get below 30%, my screen flashes red and it goes ba-dink at me.
Yeah, mine does that.
Yeah, so if you've got that, eat a cookie.
Eat a cookie.
That's what I like to do in those instances. I know when I'm not feeling so good, cookie cheers me right up.
Oh, by the way, Cal and Mommy, yesterday was my 2-year anniversary in the guild.
Nice.
Oh.
Congrats.
Crap.
And then I forget who I was telling, and I base how long I've raided with you guys on Katana's age. Plus,
do you?
Yeah, because your wife was due when I started raiding with you guys in open raid, and I think she had 3 or 4 weeks, or 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. And then she was born, and it was about the time I started raiding.
Oh no, you started before that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it was just when she was pregnant. Is when
when she was pregnant, but she was due like I think in about a month before.
No, you joined before that because you joined before me, and I didn't join until December. I got in on a holiday raid.
Oh, that's right.
And she was born. She was born on January 7th. So, so she's
about a month, maybe 6 weeks.
She's
something like that.
She's going on 3 now. So she's like such an articulate little girl too. She talks so much.
So over 3 years raiding with you guys, and 2 years in the guild.
Nice.
Thank you.
I feel like it's been like I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I've been raiding with these guys since
SOO.
Yeah, SOO. No, it was before SOO. I started raiding with you just before that. Let's see here.
Was it right before SOO?
Yeah.
No, I think it was like for me it was
Shadowpan Monastery. Or no, not
Shadowpan was a dungeon.
Not Shadowpan. It was the Mogoshan Vaults was where I started raiding with you guys. The second so the beginning of Pandaria's raiding was when I first signed up and started raiding with you guys. It's a long time ago.
Yeah. I think it was like you guys had finished SOO. I know I didn't raid SOO with you guys.
Feast is down.
Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you, Mommy.
Speaking of which, Cal, Heather, when did you guys start raiding with Relic? Way back when?
It's been a while.
So that was almost 6 years ago. It was when I started reading.
And it was before, I don't know, at least.
And at $15 a month.
Yeah.
That's
well,
to
be fair though, a good portion of Warlords of Draenor, I didn't pay a dime to play WoW. I bought most of my subscription with tokens that I bought throughout Warlords of Draenor. Not all of it, but most of it. Now I just buy it in 6-month allotments.
Mogushan? I thought it. I don't remember raiding Mogushan. I remember raiding Throne of Thunder.
No, I specifically remember raiding with you guys when Supatide the Swift was there, and he was talking to him. And
yeah, you're right.
I went back through my email, and the oldest open raid approval invite I've got is Saturday, May 30th, 2015.
Nice.
For EOTT. Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Let's. I think everybody's back breaks over. All right. So, let's kill this trash real quick, and then we'll talk what the difference is. It's not a big difference in this fight. Remember, we are in heroic, so be careful. Watch the floor.
My feet.
Yucky. It's moments like these that I love being ranged.
I got pulled into that one. That was.
Or ridiculously fast melee.
Which
That
would
works
not be
too.
a DK.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about the pet going over the stupid step.
Yeah, you gotta step over the step.
Yeah, you know, I don't even use my my frozen orb in rooms like transition rooms anymore, because all too often I throw it and it just floats around at my feet.
Yeah, but see, if we don't use our pet, there's like a big problem.
Yeah, I know. Well, you just got to step into the room. All right,
No,
so
you have to.
No, you
dismiss
have
the
to
pet.
release. You have to dismiss him and
Really?
then bring him back in. Yes.
Oh, that's crappy. All right, so the only real difference in this fight, as far as I know, is that we will have beams that crisscross underneath the platform as the platform goes down, as the elevator goes down. I'm gonna mark myself. All right, I'm gonna try and stay close to the edge. I'm not gonna be grabbing any of those globs that are gonna knock people back, and please do grab them so it doesn't knock me off the edge. I'm going to hang out near the edge and, you know, try and DPS and keep an eye on those beams as best I can. If you stack on me, I'm going to be making sure that I do not stand where the beams are. So if you see the green triangle is a safe spot. If you are off elsewhere and you get hit by a beam, well, I can't help you over there. So I'm only going to be looking out for where I'm standing. So watch for the green triangle and try and stand on that. Otherwise, this fight is exactly the same. We're going to be dropping our goop to the left and to the right. When we get down to the bottom, I'm going to try and drop. I'll try and remember to drop some markers to the left and right. Just putting this out there in case it gets hectic and I forget to put down markers or something. They're on the east and west sides of the room. All right, north is towards the boss right now. So east and west sides of the room is where you want to go to drop it. First to the west over there at X, and then to the east over there at Star. And that's where you want to. So if X is filled up or something, go off to the Star over there. All right. Oh yeah, reflask up because we're gonna need it. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna hero at the bottom floor, by the way, so don't hero up here. Get your marks out. Get those to the left and to the right.
Beware.
Dodge this.
Run away, little girl. 2, 1.
All right, there's the first group cleared over there.
Initiating blood dispersal of target host. Activate. Cudgel retreat.
Oh
Careful.
my god, I don't know what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
don't. If you run between the boss while he's charging, you'll take massive damage.
I was like in a black and white cinema.
If the Crudgel is over there, don't go over there with your stuff.
I'm gonna clear the left side now.
Can you clear the entrance?
Yeah, sure. I think I get what you're saying. And I meant right side from your guys' perspective. No, I got it. It was
All right,
first.
move away from the entrance, guys. Like, kind of stand right behind the boss. Now wait, stay over here. You gotta stay to the left or to the right of that Crudgel. Don't be between the boss and the Crudgel, because he'll charge through you and do lots of damage. All right, he's gonna. Yep. Just put it where you can. There he goes. Now we can go back to the entrance. Left and right.
Intermission.
There we go. We're on the way down. Stack up on green. I'm over here. We're going to be moving clockwise. Kill the little ads. Oh, does the floor not clear? Oh,
No, it
boy.
doesn't.
I thought it used to. All right.
First beam's over here by Star.
First beam's on the right.
Yeah, it's on the right-hand side where you guys are.
Tracking.
All right, we're going to have to move.
Coming right through you.
What the heck? Blink doesn't work on the elevator.
Mine
Did
does.
you see that?
The side the boss is facing has got the next one.
All right, we're clear right here all the way to the floor. All right, so just let's not soak in as much as possible. We're good all the way to the bottom right from over here. So just slowly move our way into this clear spot over here.
My feet are getting dirty.
There's only this one spot left.
Oh my god. Oh, thank
All right.
God.
Stay on the ads down here.
Hey, you got a tank down.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm
Stay
almost...
on the ads.
Aiming.
Beware.
Okay, I did put the markers up. We got a little bit more room.
One's up now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Sorry, we don't have any
Oh.
messes. Yeah.
That's all right.
That's
Okay.
why we went to this a little early, because
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't think one poll was going to do it. We'll get it.
All right. The problem we had there was people dropping crap where they're not supposed to. So let's try and clean that up. When you get that on you, it's going to drop
Fair,
3
the
pools.
ads in the intermission also stayed up too long.
Yeah, but that's because people didn't have places to move and there was too much crap. I think they would have DPS'd a lot better if they weren't going, I have nowhere to go.
Oh, there's a vendor right here to repair it.
Oh, yeah. It's
pretty
crazy
cool.
to have a vendor in these guys inside.
What are they thinking?
All right, so make sure you're dropping your stuff to the left and to the right. I'll put the markers back up.
Use different markers than the ones you put downstairs. That way we have them in both places.
Oh, do they stay down there?
They will, yeah.
Okay, so we have the dime or the triangle and the circle. Okay, I want you to drop them at the triangle first, to the left first. You know, we had one drop right at our feet at the beginning. It's going to drop 3 pools. So what you want to do is kind of try and stack them up a little bit, like have them overlap each other. Don't just try and stand there. A mage might be able to like blink over to that area and then ice block, and it might make fewer pools or whatever, but that's not as important as just putting them in the correct area. Put them in the left, and then we'll put them in the right when the crudgel is on the left. So if the crudgel is over at triangle, we're going to put them over at circle. When we get downstairs, we've got a red X and we've got a star. Okay, so We'll put the stuff at the red X first, hopefully, and then at the star. They might have to clear it out. We'll see how it goes. Because the floor fills up and it doesn't clear anything out.
And all that space we take up is what we got to deal with on the elevator.
That's why it's so important that you overlap. You know, like just really get on those ads and try and kill them as quick as you can. When we're on the elevator, attacking the boss does nothing, by the way, during that time period. So if you're not attacking the ads and you're attacking the boss, you're just killing us.
Do you good, Dad?
Hold on, just a sec.
You guys.
So creepy.
It's all sunshine and light.
Care Bear stare.
Right into his abs. Yeah, there's not many beams.
He's good.
All right, there's not too many beams down there, so it's pretty easy to dodge them once we get a spot.
Oh my God, stop.
Poor Jordan.
All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, I got caught up behind that stupid freaking drunk tank. Morgan, are you in college now?
All right, focus, guys.
Yeah, 3 rows out, maybe 4.
Run away, little girl.
All right, here goes this crutchel. Make sure you move to the right. Move to the right. Move to the right. The further we are away from that, the less damage we take. So now move back to the center. Put your gunk on the left. Back at triangle. Triangle. Oh, that's fine. You're going circle. It's too late. It's too late. All right.
Beware.
Go, go, go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
In the future, place the crudgel more into the room because you're getting a half a circle instead of a full circle of clearing. You see what I'm saying?
There was a line along the wall on that side.
Yeah, but if you'd have put it where in the middle of the more, it'll hit more of them. I'm saying you're getting like a hemisphere as opposed to a sphere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like if you put it where the triangle is on the next one, it'll clear most of that. But if you put it against the wall, you'll only clear the corner.
Yeah, there was only a hemisphere on that side, is what I'm getting at.
All right. All right, we're going to move to the right. We're going to start over here. Yeah, we're going to move pretty quickly because there's some beams underneath us. Kill the ads. All right, let the tanks move. The DPS will come to them. But this is a safe spot right about here. Oh, shit. I'm off. Nobody grabbed it. Yeah, that's a safe spot. Nobody gathered it. I'm going to survive. I'm just going to get some Yeah, the markers are good.
I wonder if gliders work when you're coming down like that.
I don't know, but Slowfall did.
Inside.
Oh, good point.
I know somebody's already tried gliders inside here.
Oh, wow, you can see the red goop through the floor, too. Guys are almost there.
No more beams.
No.
No, there's...
Okay, I swear that happens way too early.
It does. All right, put your goop at the X.
I can't see the X, so there it is.
Get those ads down.
Beware. 4, 3, 2, 1. Run away,
I'm down.
We have
Yep. It's all right. No, it's pointless. We got.
All right.
Just go ahead and wipe it up. We'll try it again. We don't have enough DPS to survive the last bit here, or anything really.
I would argue that we didn't use hero, and I'm sure you meant to use it in this last bit, but
I died like as soon as I got down here. So
yeah. But we could use them on the bloods, like once we get about 2 bloods up at the same time, because that's what's keeping the melee from, or keeping people dying, is all this all this blood on the ground.
What you're talking about during the transition phase?
Like when we're on the elevator headed down.
Oh.
We have 2 bloods, because there's 2 different types. One has a line, and they explode when they hit somebody. It could be anybody. And then the other one is the bloods that were like tanking on the thing, right? So what's happening when we got to the very bottom, I think we had 2 to 3 bloods left, either due to whatever reason.
Okay. Yeah. We can try healing on the elevator on the way down. That's all right.
But later, not right away.
Yeah. Well, we also had people get blown off. I mean, there was like 2 or 3 of us that got blown off at the top of the elevator because one of the ads came over when I was trying to position. I wasn't watching the ad, and it came over and knocked me right off, and a couple other people, I think.
Yeah, I get you. If somebody there's not a whole lot of paladins, but I mean, if you guys have your shield up, you can run and pop those ads, like where there's already blood on the ground, kind of thing. You won't take damage from it. You'll get knocked back, but not, to Alaska. But those kind of immunities really help.
All right, we'll try this again. What the hell? That's volatile droplets still sitting there.
Visual glitch because I don't see it.
Oh, really? I see one sitting right there.
Where?
I don't see it.
Oh, it says invalid target. There's one, I see one sitting right here.
No, I don't see
oh, well.
it.
It's okay. I'll just ignore that one.
That is weird, though, that you'd see that.
I've had some strange anomalies today. My warrior has 3 weapons half the time right now. There's like one that stays on his back and there's others that go in his hands. He's glitchy. Really get your stuff over to the corners there. Go, go, go.
Beware. Run away, little girl. 2, 1.
Aiming.
Initiating blood dispersal of target. Cudgel retreat.
All right. Now, I want you to put your bloods over towards circle right now.
We have 2 healers down.
Get Faye up.
Beware.
Move towards the left-hand side because the Crudgel's going to the right. Well, except for the person with the blood.
2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Tracking.
And try and fill in around over by triangle as best you can with the blood when you get it. I don't know if we're gonna transition before that or not. What the hell with Blink?
Yeah, I wouldn't try using that in here. It's all over the place, Joe.
I know.
It made you go backwards.
I know, it's totally messed up. I just blinked over in that direction and it made me moonwalk backwards. It was dumb. Alright. Sorry about that.
Did they turn the blink directional thing on?
No, it's not that. I was running forward. I blinked and then I moved backwards like 10 yards.
I think it
tried
might
it
be
twice.
related to the pathing issues the hunter pets have. Like just a weirdly designed platform.
Did you want a hero
we're good on
here,
this side
or?
for about half of the drive.
Not yet.
Second blood's up.
Rotate counterclockwise. And then we
We're
should
safe
be
where I'm
good.
standing right here. It's going to come up right in front of us, though, so be careful.
Watch out, here
nobody's-
comes an
no-
ad.
Yeah, thank you for dragging it away. We're good right here, too.
You have blood.
It's probably too late anyway, because they're all over us. The whole thing is covered.
Yeah, but you should be able to jump down.
Or get
I mean,
pushed
half
off.
the raid's dead.
Yeah, it's a wipe. Just stand in the red. It sucks on that thing. It's like, all right, the thing that's messing us up is at the beginning. It's not actually on the elevator. I really need you to get to those sides, preferably just one side and then the other, because what's happening is we're getting both sides completely coated, and then there's nowhere for us to move once we get to the transition phase. But if you notice in that first bit there, we put it both on the left-hand side, and then the tanks were able to clear like pretty much all of it, and then we had it clear and open over there again. But if we don't have an area that's clear and open, then that elevator phase is going to get really dodgy, where people are spending more time trying to avoid the floor than they have for hitting the bloods and stuff. Yeah, and we're going to need to heal those people that are dropping the bloods too. Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, we're healing everybody. Everybody's taking damage, so we.
Yeah, I know, but you got to really stay on top of it. You only have like about, I think, 3-4 seconds to start dropping it, right? So you're gonna have to kind of, like at the beginning here, kind of hang out a little bit over towards the triangle side, because that's the side we want to drop the blood at. Don't hang out way over by the circle side, because if you're way over there, then you're not gonna be able to drop it. Now I tried blinking and it totally screwed up, so I'm just not even gonna blink or anything to move. I'm just gonna run over there to move, because blink is dorked up in here. But just do your best to drop it over on this triangle side so that we can clear it. Then once the crudgel's down on the triangle side, because we're going to move over here to the right side anyway, because distance from where the crudgel goes down reduces the amount of damage that we take. Okay? So when we fill it up over here, and then the boss is going to throw the crudgel, and he announces it. He says something. Move over here to the right-hand side, kind of over near the orange side, and then we'll drop all of our crap over here at the orange side. And then once the crudgel's about to come out, we'll all move over here kind of towards the triangle side again. We'll kind of congregate. Okay, cudgel, whatever. I don't give a shit. So just keep an eye on those sides, one side or the other. And if we drop them there, then we'll be able to clear them off a little bit better. Okay, so
sorry, man.
You just distracted me in the middle of my speech.
I know, but I was like, Tap can't say ours, and you say too many.
Yeah, maybe, maybe. All right.
What's the stuff? Plasma discharges the stuff that goes on the ground, right?
Yeah, that would be the stuff we got to watch out for. Is the plasma discharge?
Those are the puddles.
Well, I was looking in DBM to see if there was a warning for it.
There is. I mean, DBM gives you an alert that it comes up. So, and you see like a circle around you as soon as it does. But just immediately, as soon as you get it, move over. And we're going to start on this side, like I said, and then we're going to transition the other side. I think hopefully we can keep the floor clear for the transition phase, and it'll go smoother. I'm going to eat food.
You ready then, Jeff?
Yeah, so I found it. It's not set to run away.
All taken, no. We're starting on triangle, and we're gonna, after, when the cudgel gets thrown over to the triangle side, we're gonna move over to the circle side. Because you get distance away from where it lands, you take less damage. Because a lot of us were like near it when it landed, and it like zapped half of our health. So. Move to the right. Move back over here to the left now, really. Because we'll just fill that area up.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. 4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Aiming.
Don't be between the boss and his weapon.
Initiating blood dispersal of target host. Activating cudgel retrieval.
Yeah, it's the floor is too covered.
Then hold off. We can get one more cudgel in.
All right, everybody,
So
stop
then
DPS then. Just stand here. Clear the left-hand side if you can.
Initiating blood dispersal of target host. Run away, little girl. Run away.
See, he said cudgel.
Yeah, not crudgel.
Cudgel. My God. Well, yeah, I know, but you were saying cudgel. I still don't think we got enough room. Yeah, just stand in the red. We'll just wipe it up, and we're gonna start it again. We're gonna get it a little cleaner. That first one was great, but then we split. I saw this left side was completely empty, so I figured we just go back to that side. But some people went right, some people went left.
Yeah,
so we'll just
that kind
alternate.
of messed us up.
Yeah. Well, it was so clear that I was like, all right, well, let's just go that way.
Yeah, but I think because you didn't stick to the plan.
Yeah, it's right. I just saw it open, so I was like, yeah, let's go for it. So we'll just go alternate. We'll go left and right. Sorry about that. Why is Spiffy still alive? And where again?
I think people fell to the bottom.
No, they're alive.
Yeah, but
They're not on the elevator. Oh, there's one on the
There
elevator.
are ways to live through the fall.
Yeah,
Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, well, wipe it up means die.
What's on your mind? Up with it.
It's weird. It's like it's bringing the elevator back up or something. For this door
I
to
feel
open.
better, Donna.
Is that really what it's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not all the way up yet. Oh, there it is. Did you guys see that?
No, it was up when I got
I think
it.
you're lagging a little. It was
Yeah.
It
all
looked
the way
like
up on our screen.
It looked like it was down there, and all of a sudden it came up at like lightning speed. It was like whoop, and it came up. It was pretty funny. All right, so really good on the first one, and we'll just go left and right, like we were talking about. Even if the left side gets totally clear, we'll move over here, kind of towards the right.
Oh, I need to eat first. I'm sorry.
There's a piece just outside the door.
All right, Donna, we'll see you.
Heather, stay over
Thanks,
there.
Donna.
You're sneaking?
Yeah, she's not feeling good.
Oh no.
She already left.
He told me to stay put.
I didn't want Heather following me.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Plasma collection. Initiating blood dispersal.
Go, go, go.
Beware.
Move to the right. Let's kind of hang out over here. We're going to put it over by circle now.
Beware.
You guys are going to want to move to the left.
4.
Oops.
3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl.
Morgan, do your command shout. Cool, thanks. It's pretty clear.
Transitioning down.
1.
Where's our green triangle?
I'm dead. I'll keep an eye out.
No.
Yeah, Mommy and I died on that.
Yeah, I think we got a little too close.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. We doubled up on our debuff. Or our hit. You guys are good right where you're at. All the way to the bottom, it's clear. Just focus those ads. Go ahead and hero.
I'll take him at my clear.
Kill those ads. I'll take in. You're really close to that where the beam's coming. Move towards the group. Oh, it's tight, guys. Careful. Stay right there. Stay right there. Now move past the beam. Move over to where my dead body is, and you're clear to the bottom. To this side, all the way over to the far side is clear. All the way to the bottom. Move further. That open space there is clear all the way to the bottom.
Right here, guys. Over here with the circle. Come to the green circle.
Almost to the bottom.
Stay in the ads at the bottom.
There we go.
There's still a blob we gotta kill.
Yeah, clean up the ads. Get a pistol up.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
It's the same plan now. It's just bigger.
Beware.
Move towards the star. You guys transition towards the star. Johnny, bring the cudgel over to X.
1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Okay, that was my bad. Leaped a little late there. I was a little more focused on staying alive at that point.
All those ads.
That's okay. You got lots. Yeah, kill the ads, and you got lots of room. You're gonna keep getting ads throughout this part.
No, the coalesce need to die though.
The bloods that came on the elevator should be the target.
Yeah, the coalesce ones, they're dropping gunk.
Judging by the damage going on the boss, they are not the main target, which is really unfortunate.
I have no mana.
Run away, little girl. Run away. 4, 3,
That's all right, because those ads just fill the floor anyway. All right, well, that answers our question for tonight. No, we can't get through this yet, because we can't get the mechanics right yet.
And a little better gear.
Well, next week we'll do the boss, the beginning bosses. We got through 4 or 5 of them this week.
4.
5? 5?
4.
Yeah. No, 5.
4.
We killed 4.
We got 4.
Did we?
Yeah. Talek, Mother,
10.
Edit, and Zekvaz. We didn't kill Vectus. That would have been 5. There's only 8 in here.
Sorry, I had to
Portal to Borealis is up.
That was cool, though. I mean, progression, like Faffard would say, it's our progression boss.
Yeah. Well, that last
people, this is our progression boss.
Yeah, it's not like the fight we're working on as far as the other guy, Vectus. He's a pretty tough fight, and that's very much a gear check. We've only had 2 weeks of collecting gear out of this raid so far.
Yeah, we're doing great, all things considering. There's 8 bosses. We've killed half in the first 2 weeks. And we're not a hardcore guild, so we're doing great as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there any mythics afterwards?
Probably.
Yes.
Yes, I need one more. So
I need
will heal
4.
Anybody?
We are
I
can help.
I need them all.
I have mine. If anyone needs a healer or DPS, just let me know.
Yes, I want to.
I've gotten mine, but I'm willing to go to help if anyone needs
I need
extra
2.
deep somewhere.
I need 2 as well.
I'll go if you need DPS people. I have 2 left to do.
You guys got a lot of DPS folks that are going to go.
If you're full, that's fine too.
Well, we'll set groups up and find out.
No, I was just saying because the only thing I want to run with it would be my alt, but I'd rather you guys go with your mains instead. So,
what is your alt spec?
He's a Fury Warrior.
Okay.
I could tank with him, but
there's just 2 of us tanks. That's why I was because there's lots of people who want to go, but there's.
He doesn't have a shield and a one-hander yet. Yeah. That's of level, but when I do get that, then I'll be able to do it. Anyway, so I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy your mythics.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the work you've done on the guides and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have the last boss in there soon. I'm not too worried about us getting to him yet, but I'll have it up before we get there. We did really good this week on our Friday night, getting through 4 bosses. I think that was pretty cool. So I don't foresee a lot of problems with the first 3 on normal. And if we practice that first one and get it cleaner in normal, maybe we can farm it on heroic for some 370 gear later. Man, Blink was totally screwed up on that.
It worked well for me.
Oh man, it had me going backwards. Like literally, I was running forwards and I blink and I shoot backwards 10 yards. It was really strange.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Are you sure?
Do you use momentum
for you, Jelly? Because you had a ton of them in the middle of the room. I don't know if you saw that. Maybe it wasn't working in your screen.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it was totally dorked up. Like Charity saw it. Like at one point, I was trying to blink, and she saw me blink twice.
She blinked right into me backwards.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And I was running forwards at the time, so like with momentum, I should have been going forwards, but I didn't.
Maybe it's momentum's the one thing that's broken. I don't know. On the elevator, that is.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It was jacked up. I can say that much.
Well, and then Jelly tried to go to the left too, and she just stayed in the middle.
So she might have blinked in it.
But it just stayed in the middle. So.
But
are you leaving raid to get invites?
No, the group that I left behind.
Did you convert back from raid though?
No, I give you lead.
Oh,
you did.
I didn't know we needed to stay in raid to get.
No, Epistle's setting up a group too.
Okay.
Do we have other?
I don't know.
I'll see you guys soon.
Who all he's got in his group yet? I don't know. I don't know what he has in his group right now. But we have one right now in this group that we could put together.
Epistle, do you have a healer? Oh, he must have left channel.
I think he's in the other channel.
Still...
No, I'm here.
No.
Have you got
While I logged off.
While I logged off?
Yeah, he said, I just right up there it says good night all, good effort, and he went offline.
Oh.
He did, yeah.
Because I promised him a run, so.
He must have either forgot or had to go deal with something else. I don't know.
Or something.
Well, I'm free. You can promise me a run.
Now, wait a sec. You might want to rephrase that.
So, like I said, you know.
Easy. She said she was free. But free could be. Never mind.
I can help you.
I was going to say, where were you going with that?
I lost my.
Phrasing?
And Faye, I think, still needs some tap. You finished? Yes?
I'm finished, but if you guys need an extra, I'm available.
I think Jelly had. Okay.
Yeah, this is Glory. I'm finished too, but if you need a heals, I'll help.
I think we need tanks more than heals, don't we?
I don't know.
She's the other healer.
Going
so.
first.
That's what I was gonna say in group chat. Motherload is where I was gonna say.
And I can DPS or whatever.
Or
yeah, we can do
John,
that.
why don't you take your group down?
Yeah, I was doing that.
Jelly
Go to
needs
Mythic 1.
two.
I need one, but I don't mind waiting.
I can
If you need people
try and
later or
tank
tomorrow,
one, but